bigger than this, that, this. You lay it all out. I lay it all out. You're gonna get all this and all this. You ready to do that? Yeah, I can't wait. Go. Do it better than I do.
But know what you're in for.
Know what you're in for.